Hey dolls, welcome to Plastic Chic's closet. So today we are going to do another unboxing. So this is like maybe too long awaited of unboxing, but I just recently maybe got this doll about a month ago. I got this doll during the Mattel Creations site sale, but basically this doll came out in March of 2024, but this is the Barbie Styled by Design #1. So this was the very first one of the series. As you know, we've had the second one, and it was the Carlisle Nuera Filipina doll, and the third one was the Bill Greening one, and this is, of course, is by Suim Noh. So the only reason I didn't grab her last year was I was having a wishful thinking that this was going to be our Mattel gift during Barbie convention, but she wasn't. But I got her on sale. She was about 30 or 40% off. So I think I paid maybe $60 for her. So she was originally $100. And of course, sometimes Mattel Creations does do like 30, 40, or 50% off. Sometimes up to 60. I've seen 70% off items. So definitely try to grab her next time. I do love this box. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but definitely love. Probably going to be a keep pile, even just the top cover. And also definitely for the unboxers, you will definitely love her because her display value is everything. And I'm going to take her out of the box before I do like a closer look, because of course the lights are reflecting. Just like the other boxes, there's this beautiful sketch in the back, and it says Styled by Design with a premium design and high fashion aesthetic. The Styled by Design series celebrates the personal and professional inspirations of Barbie signature designers and creators. Suim Noh brings to life the ephemeral fashion illustrations of the 1970s with a look that captures the exaggerated style and innovation that defines the fashion-forward decade. So here she is again. See the earrings, it's like upside down. But let's go ahead and unbox her, and we're gonna go take a closer look. So as always, I always take out the dolls from underneath, is because if I do want to save the box, it does help me protect the box, and it makes it easier to slide this cardboard display back in again. Also easier for you to tape back the bottom. But here she is. Here is Miss Claudette. So if you guys were wondering, this is the Claudette sculpt. Let me see if I can fix this earring. Okay, so there's some hair stuck there. I don't want to pull her hair, so I'm going to deal with that a little bit later. But here is the doll. Here is Claudette with her fierce front-facing screening. Those brows, I tell you. So Suim is really becoming one of a lot of Barbie collectors' favorite designers, because she kind of reminds us of like the glamour days, especially of the screenings from like the early to late 2000s. And out of the current lineup of designers, she really has like a really high fashion glamour aesthetic, which I really not only appreciate, but I also am very drawn to. So I don't know if you know my account. My dolls are very glam, very, I don't know, I would say fashionable glam. Not really edgy, but she does give that Barbie and her glam period, but she brings it into like the modern days. Just like this is a great example. It's giving high fashion, it's giving current, contemporary, but it's not stuck in a specific period. Or what I mean by that is like her dolls are striking without it being too extreme of a high fashion doll that it's very niche within the Barbie community. It's still a little broad, and a lot of people would still relate to it. A lot of collectors will relate to it and would love it. And I still remembered when I saw this doll being previewed for, was it during the Mattel Creations in 2024? I was like, when they presented this, I was like, wow, that is a gorgeous doll. Like, we were all waiting for a line like this for Barbie, for them to create this kind of like the late 2000s or mid to late 2000s, early 2010s glam doll. And of course, that doll also came with a certificate of authenticity and let's go ahead and see what kind of stand she comes with. Okay, so it looks like she of course has a Model Muse stand. And where is the base? Let me see if I can find it. Is it in there? Okay, let me see if I can find it. I don't think I see it. Wait a minute. Okay, it's right there. Okay, so it's just your basic Model Muse stand. And so it's a black basic Model Muse stand. That's all it is. Nothing special. And let's continue on getting out of the box. And if you are still watching my video, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, if you're still needing more content from me, I am on other social media platforms, so you can follow me on Instagram at plastic_chic. Okay, now she's fully free. So at the back of her, there's actually Suim signature along with that gradient, kind of like rainbow. Well, not rainbow really, so it's like yellow, orange, and pink color. What is that black thing? Okay, I don't know. So that's the backing. So you could easily slip it back in the box. And here she is, Miss Claudette. She's all free now. So let's go take a closer look. I do really love her screening. Her hair, I thought would be more platinum. It's actually a mixture of both platinum and blonde. She actually has legit rhinestone earrings and accessories, which is amazing. Let me see her hair. It's gelled, and I don't know if the camera will capture it. Her hair is actually a blend and a mixture of like a platinum blonde and your regular, I would say, Barbie yellow blonde, or like maybe beach blonde. So it's a beach blonde with like platinum blonde mix. Her hair is long, but I'm a little disappointed that it's uneven in the back, but it's long. It goes down to her butt. Always appreciated. And it seems like she actually has the middle part, and I don't know if you can see it on the screen. She has some sort of like smudge on her cheek. It's like a little smudge for me, but I can live with it. It's not that big of a deal, but let's see if I can clean that out later. Probably use some acetone on it, but definitely be careful if you're using acetone on doll's face. You can easily rub something that you don't want to rub off. But I think between the face screening and the hair, she is a good doll to me because I can easily redress her. And this hair is versatile enough that I could even put it in like a back pony or lift it up later to give her a little ponytail, and it will work. And let's go down to her hot pink dress. So she has this hot pink dress with like a long pink train. She has this bow in the back, and it's like multicolored. It's basically orange and red, and it actually looks like it's attached to the dress. That's a little unfortunate because I do want to kind of see the dress without the bow, because that train on the hot pink train on the hot pink dress is really nice. And she has black gloves on. So what is that? Handless gloves. She has red nail polish. Let's go down to the boots. She also has red nail polish on both her hands and her toes, and she has this like knee-high boots. Let me go ahead and open that. Oh, it has a little protector, so maybe it'll stain later on, so definitely be careful. And looks like, okay, so this fabric is feeling a little bit like, I would say, pleather, or definitely some sort of like pleather looking synthetic vinyl. I don't know, this looks tougher than what we've had before, so it looks like maybe it won't peel, or it'll take longer, which is a good thing. Just going to try this boot on a different girl. Just want to see it on like an articulated pivotal, and it looks good, because I think my doll's foot was a little, I would say, crooked, so maybe some heat later on. I will need to put some heat on it and then kind of bend it the other way so that it's not as crooked. I'll show you later. I'll definitely point it out and you'll totally see it. Alright, so the boots I'm okay with because I do have a lot of black boots already. This doll I'm just restoring for the Suim dolls. So let's get back to Claudette. Let me go ahead and see if I can clean up a little bit. Let me go ahead and take off those plastic protectors on her earrings. I actually think they put the earrings backwards, so I have to flip them, and just be careful because of course it's going to be pulling some hair, so you don't want to pull a lot of hair out. Let me see if I can get this out. Also be gentle because Mattel finally gave us nice earrings for this doll. I don't want to break it. It really looked like real people's earrings this time. See how cool that is, that they use like real rhinestones. While we're on this, definitely let me know if you've already purchased this doll, or maybe wait for another sale from Mattel Creations. Definitely let me know in the comments. Or did you purchase this doll last year when it came out? I was a little patient on this doll because part of me knew that she wasn't going to sell out because she's a gold label, so it stated there's about 20,000 of her, and I kind of knew that Mattel Creations would tend to have a sale once, at least a couple times a year, and I was just lucky enough that this doll was, I think, 40% off when I got her, so that was a great deal for me, great steal. But we know what happened to the style number 2 and number 3. The Filipino one sold out, and then of course the Bill Greening one sold out, and I think they even restocked on it, and that sold out. So those two were very popular. And just letting you guys know, this necklace does not come off. It doesn't have a closure or an opening, so she's stuck with her necklace for now. I will probably end up just cutting it off. What do you guys think? Should I? Alright, so here's that train, and let's go ahead and put back her boots. I'm putting this back and putting her together because I just wanted to take some shots before I dissect and take out that bow. I wanted to get some like OG shots of her complete before possibly messing it up later. So let's do a couple poses. Let's go ahead and do a couple scenes. So this scene that I'm thinking is that she's that supermodel that Edna Mode was talking about on the movie, like, I worked with supermodels and they're not super. That foot is still bugging me because it's bending a little bit, so I'll definitely have to fix that later on with some heat. And let's get to my favorite part of the video. It's usually me shooting the doll. It's just like that cinematic slow-mo going up from the bottom. It's just like featuring, just like doing some little storytelling. So in this scene, I'm literally envisioning Edna as the designer and Claudette is that supermodel she's working with, and this is just a still scene from maybe backstage in the fashion show or her atelier. But let's move on to the next part of this video. Let's go ahead and see if we can take off that bow on her back because I really want to examine that dress. As I previously showed you guys, the dress had snaps and then this bow is actually attached to the dress. So what I'll do is that I'll just cut. There's some threads there that were protecting the snaps on the back of the dress, but see, okay, here, see how curved that foot is? So I'll probably just add some heat later on to actually kind of bend it the other way. See how it's bending? Oh, that is really bugging me. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this ribbon out. That would probably be, it'll probably be easy. Looks like there's like a thread here. Actually, these threads are, they sewn in the snaps. So they snapped it and then they sewed it as a closure as well. So it's like an extra closure. But let's go ahead and take those out. Just be careful. I'm now trying to be careful because I don't want to cut any of the fabrics or ruin the dress itself, because I actually do like this dress. But let me go ahead and see if I can pull this out. So as you can see, it has those invisible plastic straps. As you know, on older dolls, those straps will just naturally disintegrate. But maybe later on, I will definitely cut that out because I don't know if I'll need it. Also, let's go ahead and inspect the body because one of my friends actually, the Sunny Dolls, her doll that she bought had some pink staining on that body. Gladly, this doll doesn't. All right, so let's go ahead and take off these little threads, and I'll give you guys a closer look on the construction of the dress. So it's actually a simple dress. It's a mini dress, and then it has a train, and of course it has the bow that's attached to the back. Let me go ahead and cut that out. So while we're doing this, definitely check out my other videos of Barbie Styled by Design 2 and 3. Those are the ones by Carlisle Noera and by Bill Greening. I do have the other two videos already uploaded, so if you want to rewatch those, definitely go ahead and watch. And I think the bow is out. It was actually stitched in like 3 different places. Let me go ahead and show you the bow. So here's the bow. So one side is red, one side is orange, and then the other side, the lining for this bow is actually the red fabric as well. And it's stitched over there. I wonder why. I'm not going to touch that. But it's a cute bow, but I'm really interested on this pink dress. And let's go ahead and remove the threads. Just be careful also if you cut it and you're removing the threads that you don't snag the fabric, because I feel like this is satin and it's some sort of like cheap satin fabric. Those can easily snag and it will just like rip the whole not rip the whole fabric, but you can literally see like a thread being pulled on that whole dress, and that would not be good. But let's go ahead and put it back on. But usually the staining of the pink was on this side and basically like on the hip area. Let me go ahead and take off these gloves. So these gloves of course have like those double-sided sticky tape to, I guess, to keep them up. I'm going to go ahead and just remove those for now because the look I'm going for is without the gloves. I do appreciate the glove detail, but for me it's a little too distracting to have the black gloves with this look. I don't know, what do you guys think? Definitely let me know down in the comments. So I'm pretty much just removing the remnants of that double-sided tape so I could go ahead and put on the dress. So again, let me know if you guys are going to be buying her or you already have her in your collection, and what do you feel about her? Have you unboxed her? You'll definitely be seeing her on my page soon, probably redressed in a different outfit, because I do love to play redressing the dolls because I just like to see their, I call it redress possibility or redress potential, because there are just some dolls that they're stuck in that one look and you can only give them that one look. I like a doll that's versatile and can carry different types of styles. So I think this is definitely one of those dolls that could be redressed different types of styles and she will look great on it. Now let's go ahead and put on this dress back on Claudette. So we're not cutting those invisible straps yet. We'll probably cut them later on, but for now let's keep them. But I do want to see how the dress looks like without that bow, because I feel like there's something so elegant about that pink satin dress. So like styling wise, I would love to see this over like underneath like a white fur coat for Barbie. I feel like that pink will just look so good on her with the white fur. We'll probably try it later on so you'll see, but for now let's get through these snaps. These snaps are been harder than I thought. See, you just have to find that perfect snap. All right, so here she is. Let's fix the hair a little bit. I think I'm going to add a little bit of product to the hair to relax some of the frizzing. So if you look at this, I'm actually really loving how simple that pink dress is. And we are going to be using these shoes. These shoes are from, I think these are from one of those like basic Barbie Basics fashion packs from like the late 2000s or like from the 2010s to 2013. Also, I must say, every time I see these on sale on Instagram, like someone is selling them for like $5, I would usually like pick them up because they're such a good deal, because they don't make shoes like these anymore. These are like the exceptions. And also during room sales for Barbie convention, and if you can find them loose, I usually would buy them as well, because like I said, they don't make them like that anymore and I just like to have them on stock. So I am really loving this just like regular pink dress on her, and here's the bow. Maybe we'll put it in her head, but I think we're gonna put it on Edna's head. I think it will look cute on her. So storyline for this shot would basically be Edna is finishing off or doing the finishing touches and about to put the bow in the back of that dress to give that final look. And looking at Claudette on this side of the camera, you can really see how pretty she is as a doll, and I'm actually thankful that I was able to grab her. She honestly wasn't on my to buy list, like I said, instantly when she came out, when she presented during the 2024 Mattel Creations presentation, but I am happy that I was able to add her to my collection, because I would have kicked myself, I would say maybe a couple years from now, if I didn't add her to my collection, because she is definitely going to be one of those dolls that will be worth way much more than what she's worth now. Definitely in a few years, her resale value will definitely be high, especially if you kept her on the box, but I think she's also going to be one of those dolls that's going to be expensive out of the box as well. So for me, I think I will definitely be grabbing a second doll when the Mattel Creations site, if she's still available, goes on sale again. And if she goes on sale for maybe let's say 50% off, I will totally grab another one of her, because I think I would like to have one ready for display later on if I do expand the doll room. You never know. So again, definitely let me know if you already own this doll, if you bought her last year. Definitely let me know, because I know a lot of people actually ended up buying her when she went on sale this year. So that's kind of exciting to know that I'm not the only collector that loves a good sale. And also, I know that I'm a little late on doing the unboxing for this video, but I thought I would just go ahead and do an unboxing video anyways. And do you all see that rotating closet behind her? Let me know in the comments if you would like a separate video of me showing you a full detail of that rotating closet, because that rotating closet by Diorama Yogi is the bomb. And if you guys have any video ideas or topics that you would like me to cover on video, definitely let me know under the comments. And that is it for me for today. Thank you for watching. Laters!